Meet this young woman who was rescued by the Guyana Women Miners organization. For security reasons, we were not sure her face. She was lured into the interior in search of a better life. According to the young woman, she ended up into a human trafficking ring and was forced into prostitution. She said she was promised a job at a club in the interior, so she took up the offer to go. She very soon found herself as a slave and a maid. According to the woman, the prior agreement included accommodation and meals.
She wants you to be our maid, not really to work in her home, but her maid to bring in money to her business. Whatever way you can do that is powerful enough for she. She wants you to dress naked. If you can take off all your clothes and entertain 100 men and she bars sell out, all is well. The minute you don't agree, it's problems.
She said when the pressure was more than she could bear, she wanted to leave. She was held against her will, and her every move was traced by her employer.
No, she said if we leave, it would bring big problems. But she wouldn't do what she wouldn't do, and she know people, and she know people in high places.
From her bad experiences, she had some advice for young ladies who are thinking about going into the interior for betterment.
I would say just don't go with anybody that you do not know and you knows nothing about. Try to find out at least from one or two person about that person before you go, and be very careful. Make sure you're in an area that you can get a phone. Don't go in any deserted area that you cannot call anyone because you do not know who to trust. A lot of us, I'm speaking on my behalf, and I know I've met many women in my position. It is not that we want to go ahead out there and do this work, but circumstances is push us into these things, but we don't bargain for these kind of unfairness and this kind of ill treatment that these people giving to us. They're using and abusing us sexually.
The young lady was one of two persons rescued by the Guyana Women Miners organization recently. The organization has been at the forefront on the issue of trafficking in persons with the hope of garnering more support to combat this issue. Reporting for Capital News, Royce and Drakes.